Hosted by Matt Riches. Watch the market unfold. Trillions dollar tickets, turning data to gold. Watch the market unfold. Trillion dollar tickets, turning data to gold. Grand Rising, Joyous Awakenings. Good afternoon or good evening. Wherever you're tuning in from around the globe, peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Welcome to the $1 Trillion Tickers broadcast. I'm your host, Matt Riches. It is Sunday, August 2nd, 2026. Happy Sunday. The market is closed, so we will be charting, giving out some levels to the downside, levels to the upside. We call that support and resistance. This episode is about the semiconductor companies. Micron is no longer a $1 trillion ticker because their market cap has dropped below that threshold. So today we have three companies that represent three different parts of the artificial intelligence infrastructure stack. First, we have NVIDIA, who supplies accelerated computing platform. TSM manufactures most of the world's most advanced chips. And Broadcom, which supplies custom AI accelerators and networking technology connecting large data centers. The long-term story remains strong. TSM has described artificial intelligence demand as a multi-year growth opportunity, while Broadcom's most recent reported AI semiconductor revenue increased 143% year over year. However, strong demand does not eliminate short-term risk. Valuation concerns, rising capital expenditures, Chinese competition, export restrictions, and limited manufacturing capacity can still increase major price swings. We did print some new monthly candles, so we will review those as well. As far as market caps, NVIDIA is number one at 4.86 trillion, followed by TSM, which is 2.09 trillion, and AVGO is 1.85 trillion. All right, let's get on these charts so I can give you these levels to the upside, which are resistance, and levels to the downside, which are support. All right, we did get a new month candle close. That was the month of July. We're going to start out with NVIDIA, and as you can see, the low on the month, we hit 190, and the high for the month was 214 this past week, and that was a 0.3% increase in price for the month. For the week, NVIDIA was down 2.9%. Ended up closing at $200.75. So our first level to the downside is going to be 196.15, followed by 194.95, 191.50, and 190. If we could break that 190, we can go to 185.75. To the upside resistance, we have 202. 202.95, 204.90, 206.65, 208.15, 210.20, 211.90, and 214. Let's see what the AVGO says off the daily chart. Looks like the AVGO gave a strong sell on Wednesday and got faked out. So no AVGO for NVIDIA. I think that happened last week too. So the AVGO is not really good when it comes to NVIDIA. It be getting faked out a lot. All right, next we have TSM. Let's start with the monthly chart. So for the month, TSM was down 15.3%. Wow, that is a terrible month. It did hit a low on the month of 372. It hit a high of the month of 468. This past week, NVIDIA TSM, was up 0.2%. Ended up closing the week at 404.25. So our first downside level is going to be 398.80, followed by 387.60 and 372.70. To the upside resistance, we got 409.10, and then we get in our smart money concepts resistance zone. This zone begins at 414.25 and goes all the way to 425.40. The midway point of this zone is actually very close to the high of last week, which is 420.35. So keep that in mind. If we do end up breaking through this zone, then we could go to 428.90, 431.05, and then 438. Let's see what the AVGO says for TSM on the daily. Let's see. Oh, we're still in a sell from way back here, July 13th. So let's check the 4 hour and see if we have a more recent signal. We did get a buy here on Thursday at 5 a.m. The entry was 401.17. It did hit TP1 in the pre-market on Friday, but did end up pulling back, so you'd only be up $2.88 from this Thursday entry. But I prefer my signals when the market is open, so keep that in mind as well. Next, we got AVGO on the month. On the month, AVGO was up 3%, hit a low of 357, hit a high of 407. On the week, AVGO was up 1.9%. Ended up closing the week at 389.28. To the downside support, we got 384.35, 379.70, 377.55, 369.50, 364.65, and 357. To the upside resistance, so we are very close to the Smart Money Concepts resistance zone, which begins at 392.20. Inside this zone, we have a level at 399.90, 402.25, 407.50, 412.70, and this zone ends at 414.65. If we can't break out of this zone, break through this zone, we can go to 420.80. And then above that, we have this huge gap that begins at 426.50. All right, let's check out the AVGO on the daily. So we got a buy way back here in the beginning of the month. So let's go on the 4 hours, see if we have anything more recent. We did get a buy here on Thursday at 9 a.m. of 388. It did hit CP2 but on Friday, but that was pre-market. And it's back at the entry right now. So if you still believe in this trade, we are back at the entry. So the stop loss is 382. TP1 is 394. TP2 is 400. TP3 is 405. All right, thank y'all for tuning in. This episode is shorter this week because Micron has been eliminated.
Chase excellence, never chase money. Why? Because money has an incredible way of finding excellence. Did you chase excellence and not money? Do you have the intellectual curiosity to learn everything you can about this incredible industry and master it? Become the smartest person in the room. Have you mastered it?
Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Let's get this money out the market, y'all.